on YouTube, and we're going to start our live on TikTok. Give me 1 second, team. Go ahead and reload this, and we should be live on TikTok. All right. And we are now live on both platforms. Let's go ahead and dive into today's watch list. We have 6 stocks on our watch list, but we aren't really a huge fan of most of these, but they are one that we want to just continue to watch. Give me 1 second. I got to share my stream to chat. All right, so the first one that I want to keep on watch is actually EVAX. EVAX is moving up. Personalized cancer therapy. So cancer is a keyword, hot keyword. We had a big, massive move higher, pulling back. Now we're just slowly gaining. We're above VWAP now, sitting at 322. I'm not a huge fan of this. I tried to take it for the break over VWAP here or here. I'm not really too sure, but I cut it for a break-even trade just because I did not want to get caught holding this. We had pretty strong volume on the rejection off VWAP, so had to cut it. Good morning, Joey. How you doing, my man? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day this morning. As always, let's kill it in the market. We have 5 minutes left, around 6 minutes left. We also are looking at HKD. HKD is on the scanners. Now, I don't see any news really, but HKD can move. Float is only 23 million, and this is a previous absolute killer runner. This was a supernova stock, and I definitely think we could see some action from HKD today. I want to see some volume really step on in. Break over $93. We have room up to 116. So that's what I'm looking for. HKD. WTRH, I like. I mean, I'm not a huge fan. Super choppy, just on the watch list. It's more of a back burner. We also have EBET, on the watch list, more of a back burner play, very choppy. IBIO, again, very choppy, more of a back burner. And we have SLNG, back burner. So really the 2 stocks that I'm watching are EVAX and HKD. Not a huge fan of anything, but if we actually look at the SPY, on the 30-minute chart, it looks like we could be setting up. Let me actually jump up to the 2-hour chart. To me, this looks like we could have found a bottom. We had a nice low. We wick below, and now it's just a wick. Then we have a double bottom in pre-market, and we could be gearing up to break out of this pattern today, and we might see a couple-day rally from the SPY. Good morning, Tech for Beginners. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Stir! Woo! Thank you for the likes. How you guys doing, my man? Welcome to the stream. Let's get some money today. Let's see what's going on. We have 4 minutes left. Not a huge fan of anything, and I would like to say that Corey actually put this out earlier. Possible short on the Netflix. We could possibly see this continue lower. Yesterday we had a very, very high wick. We squeezed up into this 250, got rejected, and now we closed below the previous day high. And we are seeing a nice trend line, and we did break it during pre-market. I would like to see rejection off 245, and then we can continue lower with Netflix. We are also getting some RSI divergence. While the price is moving higher, the RSI is moving lower. So it's indicating a bearish rejection or a bearish push lower. Now we're going to see what happens throughout the day with Netflix. Again, I think what's going to impact it is going to be the SPY. So I think the SPY is going to be bullish. I do think that that Netflix is going to be bullish, but that's, again, I'm not too sure. I'm not going to make a trade based on that. Sir, this setup looks like Wall Street LOL. I know Cole all fancy schmancy with it. Jealous. Hey, I've been building this. I've built this desk for, it's been like 2 years in the making. So I used to have only 2, then I jumped to 3, then to 4. So I didn't buy this all at one time. But I do really like it. I do really like the setup. What I'm thinking about doing is actually getting a new mount so I can stand. Just because I'm not a huge fan of this, of sitting down all the time. Lower back and hip flexes get tight, so. Should work. I should be out of there. Anyways, I'm not a huge fan of anything. I'm going to keep an eye on EVAX. as well as the SPY right out of the gate. EVAX will probably be my top stock to watch. I'm not a huge fan of anything at the moment. We're just gonna be sitting on our hands. I mean, really, I would like to see HKD really get some action. If we can see HKD really get some action today, I would really expect it to really start moving on up. On the 2 hour, we could have a flag. It's kind of forming like this, and so if we break higher, we have room up to, I would say, 110 would be the target over the pre-market high at 93. So we have a minute left until market opens. We're gonna see what really happens. Again, trading's boring, trading's risky. As always, we have to remember that we are consistent. Everything is random. It's okay not to trade cash as a position. Always use a hard stop or a mental stop, but follow your stop. Sometimes it's not the not your best case, or not your best interest to actually have a hard stop in the system. Always have consistent position sizing. You will have losing streaks. Trading is a business. Take every trade seriously and in line with your strategy because it's going in your logbook, and only trade strong trends. And how do we know if a trend is strong? Volume. 1 minute warning. Trade smart. Stay disciplined. Remember, Fed at 2 and Powell at 2:30. Woo! All right, so we'll see what happens here. Hopefully, it just absolutely gets killed. I mean, I might be looking for some puts on Netflix. Thanks to Corey putting that out there. We have EVAX. Let's see what happens right out of the gate. We have 15 seconds left. Out of the way. Washout long would have been perfect off 318. Let's see if, never mind, it wants to continue coming down. 318 in VWAP. Good washout long area, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not taking it. It would have been perfect. Not perfect, but you could have made some money off of it. Nice little scalp. Penny stocks, gainers and losers. Not really seeing anything. I want to see this I want to see some more stocks really take on up, and then eventually see this halt scanner continue to go live. You know what trend is strong enough? Sentiment analysis, on-chain analysis, and order flow. You know what trend is strong through sentiment analysis on? Yes, I 100% agree. And now an easier way to see whether a trend is strong or not is through volume. If there's a lot of volume, there might be a lot of sentiment analysis or on-chain analysis for if you're looking at crypto. And order flow. All of these will show volume. Volume is basically just an overall arching indicator of momentum and where the orders are in the market. So you just have to learn to read the volume. HKD getting a nice washout long, a nice $3 push. See what happens here. I want to see this thing push up to 90. I want to see this thing push up to 90. I like this doji candle. Halt level up is 84. Halt level up is 84. I can take 8 shares. Why not? Let's see this halt. Push up just a little bit more into 84 and get halted. RPL, break up. 85 is now the halt level. Let's see this thing push up, continue to push up, and it gets slammed back down. We're starting to really get some volume now in HKD. HKD is probably one of my top stocks to watch. Alt level up is 86. I like that volume. Not a huge fan of anything else. EVAX starting to push on up. Light volume, be careful. And HKD is starting to get rejected, so you also have to be careful there. EVAX, what a rejection off 336. HKD looks like it's going to pull back. We do have a gap to fill at around 79, so we'll see what happens with that. We have a lot of warrants moving on up, but I don't like trading warrants. It's just something that I don't really like to do. There's that fill at 79. We tap 78. Let's see if we continue to fall. We're at 78, but bids aren't even at 78. They're at 79. But we bid, so I mean, I'm not really too sure. Right now the spread is around $2, so that's crazy. I would use join the bid, join the ask, and not market orders when you're looking to buy. I don't see anything else besides warrants and EVAX, and EVAX is dumping on off. So we'll probably most likely continue to dump on off for the rest of the day. We pushed up into 335, which is what to be expected. Now let's see a pullback and ideally hold 283. We're starting to see we could see a push from HKD, but again, I want to wait for confirmation. I'm not going to jump in just because this is a very low float. It can move $3, $4, $5 in a minute. So I'm going to wait for confirmation. It does, so I'm not going to jump in. It kind of looks like we're flagging, but I'm not a huge fan. I mean, alt level up is 87, which is pretty high. See if this starts to get some action. We're really starting to get some action now. Let's see if we can break above this high. Break above 84. See a break above 84. Watch, I really don't see those orders. The spread's very, very large at the moment. We have bids at 82.60 and asks at 84. Don't want to see this pull on back. What's going on with Netflix? Netflix is falling like we expected. Let's see a pullback and then a very, very nice. Let's see a pullback and then a nice rejection off this candle. Let's go ahead and look at Netflix. We're looking at these contracts. Trade. All monitor. I'm looking at 247. 247. Oh, 240. I'm looking for some puts here. Might look for around 235 puts. So let's go and look for the SPY 245 puts. So let's see. Let's see it push up into this area and then get rejected. What's the SPY doing? The SPY is doing the same, pushing up into this area. I want to see the SPY pull back and then eventually see. Oh, we have a sling making close to new highs. This thing's absolutely ripping up. It's halted to the upside. Halted to the upside, sling. Netflix. Let's see it continue higher. I want to see it push up into VWAP and get rejected. And then I think we have room all the way down to around 235. $235 with a delta of 37. 235, 37, 30 times 5. That'd be a very, very good trade. So let's see if we can actually get this to continue. Yesterday's lows, but I do think we're going to continue to drop and continue to pull back, possibly down to 235. So let's see if we can actually get a good entry and get a good move here. I want to see that push higher and then a rejection. What about Sling? Sling's gonna be live at 9:41:31. So we have around 2 minutes. I've been making a lot of wins on ETH, W, USD, perp. The volatility and trend strength made it easy. Hey, good for you, man. I'm glad that you know you have expertise in a certain market and you were able to capitalize on it. Good stuff. I like to see it. I see a good washout long opportunity. Might look to jump in. We should be live at 9:41:31. All right, SLNG should be live. SLNG should be live here at 31. So we have around 11 seconds left. Let's see if we can get in and see if we can get a good entry. We aren't live. Maybe a 10-minute halt. Not too sure yet. We should have been live. Don't know why we weren't. I want to see Netflix continue to push up. But we are getting pretty rejected here. No, I missed my entry by just, that would have been a fucking great entry. I would have been up 40 bucks. Fuck me. Totally missed it. I totally missed it, and it's gonna continue to run. I was looking to get in around 490, and I totally fucked it. Totally fucked it. See if I can get in around 5. See if I can get into 5. I'm not gonna do it just in case it pushes back up. I want to get in at 5. Unfortunate, I missed it. Unfortunate, I missed it at 490. Should have taken it, but did not. It's all good. I think we have more room. The downside, I think we have room all the way down to 37, 38 possibly. Man, what a fucking trade I missed. Holy cow, what a trade. And this thing's gonna continue to move. I know it is. Let's see a retest into VWAP. Let's see a retest into VWAP. See a push down to 5. See a push down to 5. I want to see that push down to 5. See a nice quick move up to, nope, I'm gonna miss it. I'm not gonna chase this. And I was looking to buy it off VWAP, or off the rejection of this doji, off the trend line, but did not pull the trigger fast enough. So let's see this thing push up into VWAP, and then I want to see it pull back. I want to see the options price pull back down to around 510. Got filled at 510. Little late, getting a little early actually, I should say. We got a lot of buying pressure pushing up into this area. Let's see if the sellers are going to take control. What's the SPY doing? SPY is getting rejected. Let's see if the SPY can get rejected off this area. I would love for the SPY to get rejected off this area. And we're continuing to push up. We had a nice double bottom. I think we could very well see this continue to pull back. I'm going to be a little bit patient here, and I wasn't patient enough. Now we're down at $5, 485. Let's see this thing get rejected off this area again, and then continue to pull back down to around 240. Flip bearish. I want this candle to flip bearish. Yep, now we're flipping bearish, and I want to see the sellers take control and push us down around 2 points. We gapped up for some reason, and we're continuing to push higher. Very light volume. Very, very light volume. Man, EVAX is all over the place. EVAX is all over the place. Sling should be unhalted here at 9:46:31. Never mind, it's not. We are actually going into a 15-minute halt. I want to see this continue to pull on back. We're not really getting this pullback. We are kind of just sitting at this area. We had a nice double bottom off this trend line. Very light volume on the 15-minute and the 10-minute. We have 2 minutes left on this 10-minute. And then I would like to see this thing get rejected and stay below 242. If we don't, I'll most likely have to cut it. We have very, very light volume on the 15-minute chart. So very unfortunate. But let's see if we can get this pullback coming into this area. Very light volume. What's the SPY doing? The SPY's moving up. Now it's pulling on back. I think the SPY definitely has more room to pull back. Let's see what Netflix is doing. Netflix is just continuing to push. Just same with the SPY. Entered in way too entered in way too early. Was looking for this to continue. This is the move that I wanted to get in, and then we just kind of were absorbed by buyers. So let's see what happens here. $15-minute chart, still very light volume. But we are continuing to dump on off. Or not dump on off, we're continuing to rise. And we're continuing to push higher. That 5-minute candle is actually very, very strong. But I would like to see it get rejected. Looks like we are not. My risk management here has been very shitty. My stop loss should have been above this previous high, but was not. Minute 5:10. And Netflix is just continuing to push higher. I think I'm gonna hold. I think we have a lot of opportunity today, with it coming up to $6 and then potentially even $7 for this options contract. I think we very well could see this Netflix pull on back down to around 37.50. So now let's see this push and get dumped hard. Holy crap. Sling unhalted and started halting with a BS halt of never seen that. Holy cow. Opened up to 830. Oh my gosh. Maybe we'll take some heat because we have very light volume on the 10 and 15 minute. I want to see the spike start to pull back. We had decreasing volume on this move higher. There's the dump. There's the dump from Netflix. Let's see this continue. Not a lot of volume on this though. Not a lot of volume. Let's see if we can get some action and continue to dump on, off, and below VWAP. Might have slight resistance at this area. Or slight support at this area on this trend line. SPY's pulling on back. Let's see this be a false breakout over the high of day, and then see the SPY dump on off. Which, I don't know, the SPY could continue to break higher. I mean, anything's possible still. But we had very light volume to the upside. Now it's a wick over the intraday high. If this closes below, if this 15-minute candle closes below the intraday high, over the intraday previous high, this candle, or this wick, I do think we're going to see pullback, and this is just continuing to push higher. Wow, wow, wow. Very light decreasing volume. So watch out to get rejected there. That's what I wanted to see. Keep that volume coming in. Keep that price action coming in. Let's see it get on below 243. See it get below 243. 243.02. Oh man, what an absorption. We totally absorbed that. SPY's pull on down. I want the SPY to continue to pull back. SPY's continuing to dump. Very good volume. Let's see this continue to pull back and then break VWAP here. And then I want to see the Netflix follow. Break below 243 and come down to VWAP. Break, there's 243 broken. Now let's see a break of 242.75. 242.75 is a key level below the 200 SMA, below the previous trend line, and below this swing low. 242.75. And then the daily chart, we would like it to flip bearish. We have the open at 242.67. 242.67. And let's see it flip, let's see it continue to fall below this low. No, we just got absorbed by a good amount of buyers, and now we're continuing to push higher. It's not what I wanted to see. The SPY is getting a nice bounce too, but very light volume. Let's see if we can continue on down. Nice wick below, and we had a very nice soaker candle. This could push us higher. Candle hasn't closed yet, and it's still, oh, now it's closed. It's going to close. Yep, there it is. Nice doji candle. That was a pretty good close. Nice bearish reaction off of it. I want to see it continue to dump on off. This did. $242.70. Let's see it continue to dump on off. See it below 242.60. Let's see it below 242.60. Let's see the SPY get back below the open. Very nice bounce off VWAP for the SPY. But let's, very light decreasing volume. Let's see a crack of VWAP and a nice push down to 385. There's 242.50 on the options price. Let's see this thing continue to pull on back and continue to pull below VWAP. There it is. There's the break below VWAP. Now let's see this thing continue to push down. Let's see it continue to push down, break this trend line, break this trend line. We're coming down to 240. Break this trend line. We're coming down to 240. Let's see it continue. We should have a small bounce here, which would be okay. Then I want to see this push down to 240, and then we should see that options price make a new high above $6 a contract if we do get that push to a low a day. Starting to get that push up into off the VWAP for the SPY. Very nice double bottom. And now we're getting a nice push higher, which still could bring the Netflix up. There's a very nice doji candle here, but I do think we could see Netflix continue to pull on back. Light volume. Pushing up. Now we're above 242.80. Very good push from the SPY. Pretty good from Netflix. Good push off VWAP. Let's see this thing continue to pull on back. I want to see it continue to pull on back and below VWAP. Yeah, break 242. If we break 242, we're gonna continue to fall. We should break 242 and continue to fall. If we do break 242, we're 50 cents away from that point. SLNG is halted again at 1034. Holy shit. That is moving. 1, 2 halt, 3 halts already. Holy cow. The SPY looks like it's getting rejected again. The SPY getting rejected. Right, we pushed up and now we're starting to pull back. The SPY could still push up. We got slightly rejected, bounced up to 9 EMA, 20 EMA. Let's see what happens here on Netflix. Netflix is also getting a doji candle. Nice wick. I do think we could possibly get, I want to see a nice flag and then a nice push lower. I do think we have room down to 240. I do think we have room down to 240. If we break 242, we're going to see a pretty quick move to 241, possibly even to 240. Now we'll start to see Netflix continue to pull back. Let's see the dump below VWAP. Let's see the dump below 242. Let's see the dump below 242. There it is. There's the spot. There's the Netflix dump. Let's see this continue to the downside. Let's see it push down to 241. Let's see this push down to 241 and then 240. Yep, let's see this push. See this push down to 240. Spot looks like it's going to dump on off. We had a nice double top here. Let's see if we can get this break below VWAP. Next flex is at 241.80. Let's see that push down to 240. We are around 2 points away at the moment. Ugly head and shoulders on the SPY. I see that as well. Sling should be live at, whoa, I don't even know. But what in the world? This thing is moving. Let's see this continue to break low a day. I'm not too sure when I actually bought this. Bought at 9:45, 9:46. Bought it. So I'm right at this level. I think at 242 was my entry, 242. So hopefully if we get a nice 2-point drop, we could get a nice profit on this. So let's see if this will continue to the downside. I like the break below VWAP. I like the break, and I like this to continue. Let's see the break below. There's the break below, 242, 241.30. Let's see it continue to pull on back. Let's see it continue to push. Let's see a strong push below 241. See a strong push below 241. We're getting a slight bounce here. So that push below 241. There's the push below 241. Now let's see this continue. Oh, nope, we're starting to get some buying pressure. Which is to be expected. But I do think we're going to get a nice dump below. Below 240. Next target is 237. We have the 200 SMA at 230, or 240, excuse me. Figured we would get a slight bounce here. Flip bearish. This candle's now. We had a nice retest in the 9 EMA. Now let's see this thing continue to push on down to 240. That volume is almost increasing now. On that 5-minute candle lower. Only around 3,000 shares left needed to be traded. Now let's start to see this pullback. I like this decreasing volume push higher. I want to see still continue a decreasing volume. And then I want to see that push down to 240. We're getting that retest of VWAP. There's that retest of VWAP. Is it gonna continue to push above VWAP? It is. It is going to continuously push above VWAP. I like this doji. There's a nice, we're starting to get that bounce. There's a nice wick below. If we don't start to get rejected, I might have to cut it. I just might have to cut it. 240, 240. What? That options. We're starting to get that strong push back up into this area. I want to see it start to get rejected here. If Flip bearish. I want this candle to flip bearish. We're not flipping bearish. Break 242. Break 242 right here. Break 242 and continue lower. There's 241.87. Now let's see this this selling pressure continue to pull on back. Right, 242. I don't want to see a double bottom and a nice push higher. I want to see this continue to pull on back down to 240. Around 2 points away. There's 242. I want to see this candle close below 242 ideally. I want to see this candle close below 242 ideally. You have 3 seconds left in this candle. Let's see this candle close. There's the close below 242. And then let's see that stronger push lower. And if we really don't, we have to start seeing that buying pressure really not be there. Break below 247, or break below 241.75, 241.72, break below this candle low, and we should see it push down into 241.50. Break below and continue lower. Come on, I know you want to break below. Break below. Yep, there's the break lower. Let's see this thing continue lower. Let's see this thing continue to push lower. Break below 241.50. Got filled at 470. So nice $40 loss. Wanted to get out of there just because I figured it was going to push higher. We had a good doji candle off a double bottom. We're most likely going to squeeze above VWAP. SPY is going to continue to push higher, it looks like. Same with Netflix. I was looking for that push higher, but got filled at 470. Sling at 11 SLNG halted down at 10:08. No way this thing continues to pull back. No way. See what happens here with Netflix. Could have a flag to the downside. Not a huge fan of it. I got scared out on this increasing volume doji candle. Now we're gonna flip and continue lower. Oh, yay. Only if I would have held. I got scared out, and now we're gonna push down to my target. Now we're gonna push down to my target. I knew we were gonna push up to VWAP and pull back. I thought this was the bottom at the doji. But you shouldn't sell right at a doji candle. Right when you see that, you wait for the market to move. Now we're pushing back, but now we're starting to get that doji candle again. We're catching a lot of. We're coming into some buying here. We see the push over 242. We're gonna see. I think we're gonna see this thing squeeze over VWAP. Now we're getting increasing volume in this candle, lower volume or higher volume on this doji candle. It looks like we're gonna continue to pull on back. Now we're gonna break below 241.30. 241.30 is the next area until we push down to 240. If we do break below. HKD, watch HKD. HKD starting to make some moves. Over 93, we have room up to 110. Where's that push to 93? Halt level up's 93. Halt level up is 93.64. Let's see if we get halted. Let's see if we get halted here. 93.50. Let's see if we start to get halted. It doesn't look like we are, but let's see if we can continue to push up and get halted. Watch for those orders to start stacking. $95.74 is our halt level. 95.80, 96. See you get halted. We're not seeing it get halted. Sling is now halted up. And of course, Netflix is now pulling back. Fuck me. Took a $40 loss when I did not have to. All level up is 96.60. We should start getting halted. We're not getting halted. $98. Are we starting to get halted at 98? 98.50. Guys, this thing just doesn't want to halt. It just keeps the halt up just keeps moving higher. The halt up just keeps moving higher. So you pull back to 88 or to 85, then I'm gonna look to jump in. Or if we're gonna get halted, we should get halted at 100, 102. I don't know why we're not getting halted at all. 100's a key level. 105 is the 200 SMA on the 30-minute chart. Let's see a nice pullback down into like 85. If we can see a pullback down into 85, I would be happy. Now we're starting to see this pullback. Let's see another quick pullback into this area, and then I'm gonna be looking for a nice bounce. Netflix looks like it's going to continue to dump on off. HKD back above, or was above 100. Alt level up is 104. I want to see a bounce off 92, maybe even lower. And Sling made a new high, but got rejected. Never mind, that might have been on a different candle, excuse me. HKD, new high. Let's see. It's not. It doesn't want to get halted. SPY's very choppy. I think we could see this thing break to the upside today. 242.17. It's back up at 241. HKD back down at 96. What a dump on off. Back down to 93. Hell of a down is 90. HKD's at 91, 94 now. Here's that push coming. Very light volume. Light volume. There's that push higher. Watch out for the halt. I might jump in for the halt here. We do continue to squeeze. Hull level up is to 1150. Hull level up is 1150. There's 1120. 1116 on the bid. Hull level up is 1187 now. A level 1187. And watch the dump back off. Don't let it close below 1060. Don't want to be in. Spy dumping. $11.89 is still the halt level. $11.89 is still the halt level. Netflix is dumping on off now. I think we very well could see Netflix pull on back. Swing at 1110. Let's see it push up to 1190. See it push up to 1190. All levels now 12. Nothing's really moving. I mean, yeah, we have things moving, but like nothing's really catching my eye at this moment. SPY looks like it's going to dump on off in below VWAP, which means Netflix will probably do the same. And we're probably going to see this contract push and continue higher. I mean, I didn't want to hold it. I mean, I would have been held it for like an hour, but we'll see if it continues to break or if it does at all. And HKD is just continuing to move on up. All level up is 102. All level up is 102. Good, nice potential market maker move. All level up is 102. All level up is now 104. I like this volume on HKD on the 5 minute. Let's see if we can get a nice 5 minute pull. Let's see if we can get a nice pullback for that break up to 110. Looks like SLNG is most likely done for the day, getting that double top rejection. Let's see if it'll break through VWAP and breaks through VWAP. I do think we're going to see a very quick move down to 9. $30 seconds left on this candle. Let's see what happens. I do think we could see this pop push up to 110 and possibly even 120. Maybe even higher, but let's see where this turns around. Let's see where this turns around. Hopefully it's going to turn around somewhere right here. Again, this trend line I'm drawing prematurely, but I am just kind of drawing to get the overall shape, and it is. We did get a slight bounce. Let's see if this is respecting the trend line. Again, if it's not respecting the trend line, I'm going to have to just redraw it or totally remove it. And I think we're about to see this option contract start to move. I think we're going up to $6 on this option contract. If we break out to the upside, I mean, let's see where we're pulling back to. We pulled back right to the 50. We could have room up to 120. I like this soaker candle. I want to see the soaker candle hold and close somewhat near the open of this candle. If we do, I might look to take it, but I want to see the buyers really step on in if they are here. Okay, it looks like they're not here, but if we actually, here's that options price. This is the one that I had earlier. I had to sell for a $40 loss. Oh, there's a nice close. Let's see if it closes like that. Yep, but we did gap below. Watch us push higher from Netflix. We're not really getting that bounce, so I'm gonna have to redraw this trend line since it did not respect it. Let's see if we can get that squeeze. I think we could do this until 11. We have around 10 minutes left of this candle. If we do of this pattern, if we do stay in this triangle. Oh. EVAX, false move all the way up over to, oh man, that sucks if you had a hard stop. Watch the dump below 90. Watch the dump below 90. Watch the push below 90. Push below 90, push below the VWAP, push below the 50 SMA on the 1 minute. There's 89, and HKD will most likely be done for the day. Halt level down is 83. Let's see what happens with this candle and if we continue to get this selling pressure. Netflix looks like it's going to break lower. I wanted to hold that options price, but I didn't want to hold it for too long. But it looks like that options price is going to stay stagnant. I do think we're going to see a nice pop. I don't think we're going to see the squeeze from HKD. That's fine. I'm going to call it a day. Down $40. I made a trade on Netflix. I was looking for some puts. And if TD Ameritrade will actually let me zoom in, that's the one thing I hate about TD Ameritrade, is that sometimes that it doesn't fucking work. 86 or at 46, I entered about right here, looking for that rejection and for it to continue to lower, because we had a false breakout over VWAP, and looking for the retest here and then it continue lower. Took some heat, then we were pushing down to this area, and then I believe I sold somewhere right in here because I didn't want to squeeze back up over VWAP and continue on. So I took a $40 loss on Netflix, which is fine. And then I did take a trade on, I think it was EVAX. Yeah, I took a trade during pre-market on EVAX. I was looking for the squeeze over VWAP, and I bought at $3 on this candle. We were seeing that squeeze higher. We got up to 309, then we were getting rejected, and I had to cut it at $3 for a break-even trade, just because I did not want this to be a bear flag, and see like a bear flag here, I should say, and for it to continue to dump on lower down to 260, 267. So that's why I jumped out so quickly. And while I was able to, I mean, that trade ultimately would have been a winner, but again, I'm not one to hold through a lot of these. When I'm looking for trades like this, I'm not looking to hold through this choppiness. If I was looking for a trade like on Netflix with options, I was looking for, Corey pointed it out over the past couple days, Netflix has been just moving up, and we finally broke this trend line. Excuse me. So I was looking for that pullback, but I was looking at the overall higher time frame. Didn't really get the best entry and just wasn't really moving how I would like it, so I had to cut it. HKD is back in the trend line. Back in the trend line on HKD. Go to the 1 minute here. Let's see what happens. I like that volume. I like that slight bounce. Let's see if we can get this. I mean, hey, we'll see if HKD can continue. See a nice quick, let's see, pop, a rejection, and then a nice squeeze. Very light volume on the 5 minute, but we're only a minute and a half in this candle. All level up's 100. All level up is 100. 142. By the time we get up there, it's probably going to be 105. Very light volume on the 5 minute. Very light volume on this candle on the 1 minute. Not a huge fan. There's that massive rejection off that candle. So thank you guys so much for stopping in. If you, Sling Halt Crazy, yes, if you guys are still trading, be safe, be smart, and always be safe for the FOMC meeting. Today wasn't the best day for me. Couldn't really find an edge on too many stocks. Sling, I just kind of stayed away from, because stocks like this where it just gaps up, I'm usually not good at. I was watching it for the halt strategy, but it just didn't want to do the halt strategy. So, I mean, yeah, you could have done it, but I'm not looking to buy 50 cents above the halt level. That's just not how I trade the halt strategy. So wasn't able to get anything here, and then didn't really see anything after it started actually making some structure. So it's unfortunate. HKD at 94. I don't think I'm going to be trading this anymore, but you never know these days what's gonna happen. No, I'm actually done for the day. So if you guys are still trading, be safe. FOMC meeting later today, and I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. And as always, have a wonderful day.